And hello everybody and welcome back to Arkansas Gaming. Arkansas here bringing some more Space Engineers and the Trading Star System. Alright guys, as you can see, I've already got the start of everything put together, and we are starting to look very, very good. There's just one thing I've found that I'm a little alarmed about since they released the signal pack, which I haven't yet got, but I am in the process of trying to get myself organised for. I have found an issue with solar panels. But before I get into that, remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us a nice comment below. Alright guys, so the problem is it used to be that you could have double stacked solar panels and basically it would bleed through one into the one behind it. But it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So, to my shock and horror, going to have to basically redo a lot of this. So, going to get the help of my build and repair system. If I can find what I'm looking for, we're going to go to show area. We'll bring the horizontal offset so it's around where we're going to be working, because unfortunately I'm going to have to make this thing humongous. Now it's going to start though with me having to take it all apart, which is a shame. It took so long to actually put together, even with the help of the build and repair system. Well, a build and repair system. But it is what it is. You know, they change certain aspects of a game. It doesn't work anymore. But then again, if you think about it in terms of reality, in real life, they don't actually stack them like this anyway. And if you look at a real solar farm, they're massive. They're absolutely humongous. It's pretty much the size of a small city. Is a description I once read online. And, yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's an interesting concept as well. I mean, you know, but now we've got to figure out, how we're going to get this in a compact area, when the answer is no more. Right, so that's one side now done. Now, the other thing I'm going to do once I've finished with this solar panel array is I was originally going to have this sort of arc effect for the hangar, but I'm thinking if this is going to be like the tail end of it, and then you've got the front end going off that way, I think just a regular old square hangar will be better, because of the fact that then we can just blend it in. But if we also work on like adding some features to it, we can then also work around how boring it will look otherwise. So yeah, we'll add in like piping and things like that, and inside we'll add like sorry, I wanted to say flanged edge, but that's the wrong tapered edge. So I knew what I wanted to say, visually, but for a second there, I was having what I call a brain mouth interface error, and I just could not, for the life of me, remember what it was called. And then all of a sudden, thank God, that God gave me the word that I was looking for. Alright, there we go. So that's the solar panels done. And it looks like I've got enough inventory space. I should be able to just go through all of these half blocks. Alright, well, it won't be as full once I've done all of this. 4, 5, 6. Actually, how much more do I need than that? 8, 7, 8. Let's clear a bit of room. There we go. And then so basically what we could have done is just added in the new colourable solar panels, which frankly look better in my opinion. For this sort of situation anyways. Oh, forgot that bro. No, not there. Did I ask for you to go there? Alright, well, while I'm at this, it also reminds me, was on Netflix the other day, just looking for a movie to watch to sort of drown out a lot of noise that was going on around me. I saw The Rise of Gru, brilliant movie. There you go, that looks a little bit more as I would expect. So, let's get rid of what we got in here. We'll do the same on the lower half, because now I see that, I'm like, let's do the rest of it. But yeah, it was a brilliant movie. Yeah, I love how they did it sort of like in one of my favourite eras of history. So like the 70s and 80s, especially when it comes to music scores. And yeah, they just did a great job with that movie. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, you know, underestimated child Gru and how his idols let him down, and how he then realises the only way that he can be the villain that he's meant to be is by doing things on his own, in his way. Absolutely brilliant ideas. I mean, obviously, I do not condone villainy in any way, shape, or form. But as a movie character, Gru's brilliant. I mean, one of my favourite aspects of Gru is how he's always been a good guy. You know, even though he was trying to be a bad guy and actually became one of the worst in history. Yeah, canonically speaking. And I loved how they made him. Yeah, it made it that anybody has a chance, you know, to turn their life around and become an advocate for good. And I think that's a wonderful message, you know, in this day and age where everybody seems to be out to make everybody else look like the villain. And those who are just trying to turn their lives around, go from being bad people to being good people, are hated, ostracized, made to feel like they've got no chance in anything to actually turn their lives around and actually be a good person. And I should know more than anybody, because at one point I was a bad person. I've done a lot of wrong in my life, and I mean, what I really need is that support. Is the I want to use the word love, and I'm going to use it, because I'm not afraid of that word. It's not a sissy word. It's not a bad word or anything like that. I mean, whatever people want to say, it's actually a strong word to say what I want to say, and that is that, that's what I needed. I needed love. I needed understanding. I needed compassion. I needed help, because people like me who've done wrong, we need help, we need the love, we need the support to turn our lives around. And so I think that's what they were trying to say in these movies, about Gru, was anybody and everybody has a chance to turn their life around, be an advocate for good. I mean, whether they find religion or not, to help them in that regard, that's not the what we're trying to say here. Even though I myself, I found God through my wife. I found God, and we all have a chance to grow, to change, to be better people. Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That will be our new solar farm there. So as I was saying earlier, going to turn this back into a square hangar, I think. As much as I like the idea, it's not going to work. But we'll find a way of making it work, making it look good. So, oh, excuse me, sorry guys. Bit of a frog in my throat there. Okay, game, you're not going to freeze on me, are you? Alright, there we go, there we go. Right, well, whilst that's off doing that, we're going to have to manually weld these, which isn't a problem. I mean, after all, we've also got ×5... Oh, ran out of steel plate, okay. Yeah, lesser panels, also half, so it uses half the... uses half the steel plate, sorry. Right. Okay. So is that all built? Yeah, that's all built. So bring the horizontal aspect back here. There we go. Now I'm not going to build around it just yet, because of the fact that I want to utilise as much of the sunlight as I can. Although it does not look like I'm actually getting any sunlight. So Got an idea. Because we now know where the sun is going, so... Hard really to tell. Actually, no, it's going to be easy to tell. Yep, that'll do. So yeah, now, yeah, our angle of dangle has changed. Hopefully that means that these things are now green. Yes, beautiful. That's what I was after. Is these hydrogen collectors were not doing anything. And it's because the sun was sort of going that way beforehand. Now we've got it going over the solar collectors, the hydrogen collectors even, sorry. So if we now go to our tank, yeah, we've got a bit of fill going on there. So that's what we want while we're doing the rest of this. And that's sort of where I'm at, is we want to ensure that this keeps on going while I'm building around it. And this is what I was meaning about creating the hangar first, and then creating everything else around it. It's because, whoops, I just want to see get an idea of, sorry, what this hangar is going to be like, what it's going to be, the vibe that we're going to get from it. Tell you what, let's get some more. Yeah, I thought maybe about making like the upgraded tools, but turns out I don't have enough platinum. Okay, now to continue where I was. Right, so that's going to be sort of like our hangar section. So you sort of get like a size of the scale of this ship. It's going to be huge. So we are going to need eventually to have more build and repair systems to help us throughout the vessel, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you know, because as it stands at the moment, we are going to need to find ways of being able to connect this all in, and yeah, we got a lot of work ahead of us, guys. Okay. But yeah, so what I was thinking was we need some way of making it look like a hangar. Now, the question is, do we go outwards? Do we go inwards? Which way do we go? I think let's go outwards. I mean, you know, Whoops. I get carried away sometimes, so I forget where I'm at. Even though I saw the corner, I was staring right at it. Alright, there we go. I'm going for heavy. I mean, this is the entrance to a hangar. Things are going to clip it. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to find some cobalt for this, but at the same time, though, I did actually have a load of cobalt from the surface, so Alright, there we go. So that's all that done. So now we just need to find this bit for the corner, which is going to be the fun part, because I've never done it this way around. Oh wow, that was easy. Oh, it looks like it's already found some of the some cobalt to actually do what it needs to do. There we go. That's one edge done. Now, yeah, let's hazard light it, align it. Sorry. Oh yeah, yeah, that definitely works for me. I mean, because obviously we want whatever's coming in to realise where it is and preferably dock safely. Alright, so that's that done. So we can put that back to sci-fi and boom. Right, I think that's a good start for 10. Alright, now here I'm thinking
energy low.
well, actually, first thing I'm thinking is let's sort out the energy, because otherwise all we're going to get is moaned at. Right. And then got like the pipe works. Oh, that's interior plate. Interior. Right. Before we get carried away, make sure that our build and repair system has everything it needs. Interior large construction. Surprised it hasn't said anything about these yet. You know, the heavy armor. I mean, that was the bit that surprised me the most, actually. Oh, I see. So it does what is the most recent, and then it sort of goes from there. So we look down here. Yeah, all this pipe work is being done. Oh, good. It is something we can just walk over. Yeah, that floating in the air. So it's like it's got like a glass panel in it, sort of thing. But that does look kind of good, kind of cool. You know, sort of like feeding into there, yeah, giving the power and all that sort of thing. Although at the same time, I was thinking maybe about it's too late now. I guess that doesn't exactly feed into the wall. I was hoping for something that was like angled, but there isn't one. At least not in the original pack. I mean, unless we were to like double lay the walls. Let's see, what else could we do just to make this place look a little bit more, well, more. But I really do want the new DLC, because some of the new blocks look a lot more like something you would find in a modern like science fiction ship. What I'll try and do is get that the finances for that sorted out as soon as I can, to be able to get that for us. Oh, that's the insect cryo. That's the point. I still need to add in our reactors. Those are just engines. Nothing really there. That's that elevator that never worked. I've got to give it another try at some point, to be honest with you. I mean, that's the sliding hatch doors. These new ones look great as well. I mean, yeah, they've really done a good job with them. Yeah, sometimes they release a DLC which has got stuff in there that really does look awesome. it's not really. Oh yeah, the new bay windows, those look cool. I like how they sort of like tempt you by saying, you know, by putting it there, you know, it's like, you know, buy the DLC. I mean, I will, don't get me wrong, just haven't got round to it yet. Alright. Yeah. The only thing I can think of would be if I was to redo those walls, but then that's going to look weird. Alright. Let's add in a little bit more here. Is that a shade? Yeah. So what I'm thinking is if we have it tapered in at the back, I've also just had a brilliant idea about flooring as well. I keep on using this same tired light armoured block. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good, it does a lot. But I think what I need to do is start thinking about other ways of doing interiors. And I've got an idea. Still a bit wolf back from that. There we go. Okay, so what I mean by that is we've got space around a lot of these things to have like a better flooring. So when I was going through this one, I realised we've got the sci-fi walls in here, which is also can be doubled as floors. So you still got the armoured light panel on the outside, but then you got this pattern on the top. So what I'm thinking is Let's replace.
Energy low. Inventory full.
Oops. Oh, looks like it's already got it. Hey. Flooring's there, just hasn't appeared yet. That's weird. Okay, what have I got that's making my inventory full? A lot of that. So, drop off about 300 units. Oh, I see. It's focusing on what I've constructed and not on... Sorry, just constructed, sorry. Not on what I can... what I've already constructed. So... Let's see. No, I don't want that. I want this. Holy! Yeah, that'd be why. Right, so that's 10,000 of them. One's about 1,000 metal grids. Con and interior. Oh. Right, do it that way around, then we should have everything we need. It should start building everything. Okay. Right, this looks like a point where I'm going to have to end the video, guys. You know, thank you for joining me. You know, I'm just going to get all this built up. I'll put in the reactors, start sorting things out for the aft room, and see what I can get done. Maybe start even adding in some angles and things like that, just to make the ship look like a ship. And yeah, we will when we next come on, we'll see about extending the ship forward, maybe adding in like an engineering bay, adding in a way of connecting up the carrier to the mothership, and from there being able to yeah, turn this into the vessel of our dreams. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time on I Can't Just Gaming.